Rapport family? It's your boy Mike G. I'm here with my guy Ike Jones. Welcome to our first ever Chat by the Fire Pit, brought to you by Golden's Cast Iron. We're doing wide receiver. We're talking wide receivers today, Ike.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We're talking wide receivers. So today we got Camden Brown, Coy Moore, and Jay Fair joining us to talk a little bit about ball and life, fellas. What's good?
What's good?
Just chilling.
Yeah, listen, man, I want to start talking about what life is like as a student athlete for you guys, right? I don't think a lot of people know what it's like for you guys on campus. Like, do you guys get noticed on campus when you're walking around?
Yeah, for the most part, but
Who's most popular? Is it Coy?
Out of us three,
Moore.
probably him. But in general, it's
Moore.
usually like quarterbacks.
yeah.
Right.
I mean, because I always wondered, like, y'all have your helmet on for the most. Like, how are people even knowing who y'all are without the helmet on? Like,
Instagram.
Yeah, Instagram,
Instagram.
TikTok.
probably.
Yeah,
Instagram, TikTok.
Yeah.
hold on, wait a minute. So, which one of y'all is the TikTok star? There it is. What are we doing on the TikTok?
Yeah,
thing?
right.
I'm trying to get like him. He don't want to give me no advice.
he
big green.
So
Gatekeeping.
I don't have anything to really post now, but as the season goes on, I'll kind of find bits and pieces to kind of post during the season. So the more I'm doing, the more content I have, the easier it is for me to post, and then hopefully I can share some of the sauce with them so they can get
So
on.
you got all the TikTok dances down though. So you
I say so. Yeah.
Let me see
Hold on,
one.
what's your TikTok? Tell everybody your TikTok so they can go ahead and make sure they follow you on that
I'm gonna
thing.
be honest, I don't know off the top of my head. So I'm gonna pull it up real
Man
quick.
don't even know his own
I'm gonna
TikTok.
pull it up real quick. I had to change my username.
Crazy.
It's J with 2 A's and 1 Y and then FIVE. So
All
go ahead and follow me on that.
Yeah, follow him on. All right, okay, you know what? Let's do this. What's your Instagram for the people at home?
Is KDOT is KDOT_2 because some people think it's a K and a dot,
Okay,
but it's actually KDOT.
The word dot.
Yeah, the
Gotcha.
word dot.
okay. Insta.
Camden with 2 M's and 2 N's.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Follow these guys on Instagram. Guys, like I said, popularity around campus. I mean, like, in terms of just being a student athlete, do you feel like you're in a different world? I mean, a lot of you guys, you come from cultures where you were probably the best guy at your high school. Now you're on a team with all those best guys from their high school. So what's that like? Is there ego between you guys, or like, what's it like on campus competing against all those best guys from high school?
What I say I was a freshman last year. What I say is when you get to college, like everything restarts. So like everything that you can get away with in high school, you probably won't get away with in college. Like just doing the little things right will probably, I would say like that's changed for real.
Yeah, the work has changed.
Yeah. But going against them boys and on practice, I feel like it's nothing because we all know what we're here for. We all know like we gotta get up and grind like them boys. Like
Now we've
grind.
interviewed you two.
Yeah.
And we've asked you who the fastest guy on the team was before.
Yeah.
Right. The roster's changed a little bit from year to year.
Right.
Who's still the fastest guy on the team?
I got a different opinion.
I got
Johnson.
Malcolm
Johnson.
Is he still the fastest?
No, he the fastest for
He's
sure.
the fastest.
Okay.
He just clocked it.
Oh wait, hold on, Jay. Jay don't look like he agree with
Well,
that.
he just clocked the 3.8
Yeah,
and
he
the
clocked
30.
like
Okay,
a
I'll give him that.
3.8,
He
yeah.
had
And that's predicted like a 4.2.
He had a great time. When it's all said and done, I want to race 40 yards, feet to feet. I like me over anybody else. I'm
Okay.
always say that though.
Okay.
All right.
I'm always say that.
How do you work on speed in the offseason?
If I'm being honest, I don't make it an emphasis just because I've naturally always had it.
Okay, all right.
I ain't got to work on what's
but
natural. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think God would take it away from me unless I didn't use it. So I use it. So I feel like it'll
All right,
always
fair
be
enough.
there for me. Staying in shape does help though. Keep the speed. But I don't really work on it for the most part.
Now you work with a private coach in the offseason,
Yes, sir.
right? Like, and
Do all y'all have private coaches?
yeah.
Yeah, for the
Oh
most
yeah.
part.
Okay.
Okay, right. Like I know about your private coach, but Coy, like, who's your guy, and like, where did you find him? How long have you been working with him?
Actually, I've been knowing my guy since I came out my mom. For real, it's my big brother. So
okay.
he stopped playing football because like we had 9-year differences. So he stopped playing football early just to make sure that I can be like here today. So I appreciate him for that. So he just do a lot.
Camden, who's your guy?
So when I like lift and stuff, I go to a trainer named Coach Funk. For field work and stuff, I go to Coach Pete, aka Tight End U, or Gold Feet Gold, aka TA, Coach TA.
All right.
So yeah, I be with them boys for the most part, and we be getting out there for sure.
Not a lot of fans know what the off season is like for you guys in terms of it's not as structured as in season. You got to do a lot of work on your own in the off season, man. Like, you know, is that you guys get together to work out, or like, you know, how do you guys do? Does everybody go their own way?
For the most part, but I tried something different this off season. Like I tried to go to Dallas, Jay, see, you know, just check that out. I just wanted to go check out different things, cause you know my brother obviously don't know everything, so I like to open-minded to other people, you know, workouts and stuff, because they might teach me something that I never heard of before. So I like working out with different people that's actually good.
Yeah, for sure. Right, Jay. Like, listen, I've seen a lot of your videos in the off season. So I mean, if you ask me, you should be posting some of that stuff to your TikTok if you're not already, right? But you be out there flexing on him with your shirt off.
A little bit.
Yeah, getting it in.
So it's on.
Right, with the Golden's cast iron kettlebell. What do you think you've improved on the most this off season?
Sheesh, that's a good question. I think what I've improved on is change of direction in short spaces, and making decisions faster as far as within my route or within the concept, depending on how the defense is playing. I feel like it's something I've really improved on in the off season. I'd probably say that's probably the biggest thing I've improved on for me personally.
Yeah. So, all right, I'm gonna ask a non-football question here. I told you guys before I was gonna ask you this. We got the Golden's cast iron. We're chilling out here by the fire pit. What's the thing y'all like to do to just take your mind off of football? Like, you can't be thinking about football 24/7. You want to completely chill out. What's the thing that you like to do?
In Auburn, Alabama.
Not just in general. Anyway, like you back home in Dallas. What are you trying to do to chill, bro? Like, what's your thing?
I'm chilling out in my bed. That's
Sleep, catching up on sleep.
that's about it.
I'm a gamer, me.
Oh, okay. So what kind of?
Wait, what are you gaming on?
What I about to say? What system are you using? You go PC gamer?
I'm PlayStation 5, but I'm actually, you know, I'm not trying to brag or anything like that, but I'm one of the best Madden players in the world.
I beat him yesterday.
Okay.
I beat him yesterday. I beat you yesterday.
Okay.
Tell him how many points I have to give you.
21 points.
Oh, you spotted him 21.
That's the only way. Like, nobody around here is not gonna play me head up, so I gotta like be like, all right, bro, I give you 21 points. Like, we can play like that.
Gotcha.
But for the most part, when Madden done,
So when the new NCAA come out, you ready for that to jump?
Yeah.
Who you gonna be playing with?
Myself.
Hold on, you game too?
No,
I'm a gamer.
I'm retired.
You're retired?
I had my gaming stage and it didn't go so well for me, so I kind of gave it up. Every now and then I'll be like, you trash, whatever, and just talk and walk off.
Okay, all right. Yeah. Am I the only one that plays Call of Duty anymore?
I used to play Call of Duty, but it ain't my thing. Like all that sliding, I get mad when I getting killed. Yeah. Like I be on there for a little bit. After I lose the third time, I'm hopping back on Madden.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. It's hard getting my ass kicked by 8-year-olds.
Yeah,
my ego can't take it.
Cause all they do
They're
is
really
sit in
good.
the game. Like when I was little, all I did was play the game. So like that was just. I had a lot of time on my belt. Now I don't really have time like that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, as student athletes, you guys have time during the season for.
So that's okay. That's for real. This is something I really wondered about. You be as honest as you want to about this, or you be like, nah, I ain't gonna. How in the world do you balance all the stuff that you have to do during the season, bro? Like, I just don't even understand.
Class,
workouts,
practice,
watching film. Like, what?
Study hall.
How do you sleep? When do you sleep, man?
I mean, you make time for what you really want to do.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's just what it is.
Okay.
I'm more like the type of person to make time for myself after like a game or something like that. Like that Sunday, I'm gonna do all my homework that whole week, so I can just go in the game week just clear-minded.
Yeah.
And you know, sometimes like if I get home at like 8, I'll talk to my friends from back home. That's what I play the game with. Like we play MLB, FIFA, any game that you want to say. But like,
okay. Let me ask you this way: what time does your day start, and what time does your day normally end?
most likely your day probably start at like 7 in the morning at least.
7 a.m.
And you probably not gonna get home until like 8 o'clock.
Okay.
If you want to actually like after practice and stuff, you want to get in the cold tubs and take care of your body and stuff like that. You're not gonna get home till like 7, 8 o'clock. So
Okay, that's not terrible, but
It's not bad, and then you got to factor in, are you studying for a test this week or life after that? So it's, I mean, it's not too bad though.
Okay, all right. So you do get to be a human being some way.
Yeah.
Look, man, I didn't have to go do nothing besides classes, and I was struggling to just keep up with that when I was in school. So I don't know nothing about this life balance stuff. I was doing way too much. Apparently, I didn't focus enough when I was in school. That's what we're learning.
Listen, I had the film practices, so I was on the same schedule as the athletes because I had to be at practice with y'all to film practice. Now they got robot cameras and out there, like they've eliminated my job. I'd be jobless in today's college football market, right? But yeah, it was different. I remember we had to be done with classes by like 2 o'clock.
Yep,
I think
2
like
o'clock.
latest, right? And then you're on. So what's that hustle like from your last class to practice?
Now, it depends on what you set your classes up. Like, I set my classes up to like I want to be done by everything by 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
So I can have that time to like get my mind focused on practice.
Is that possible?
Yeah, that's how mine is.
Do they give y'all registration for class priority? Like you go in and pick your stuff from everybody else?
We got priority registration for sure.
Yeah. That's how I just set my schedule, and Kayla she just get me right.
Okay.
And
Yeah, that's the thing about our advisors though. They already know how we wanted to set up. Unless it's like not like if it's mandatory, you gotta go at that time. Then obviously you gotta do that. But our advisors make sure that we got that time before we go to practice and stuff.
You guys have a lot of tools available to you academically
Yes.
to make sure that you stay on track. You know, how often are you talking to your coach about academic progress and like, you know, are they on you guys about making sure you don't miss class? And, like, you know what I mean?
for sure.
What's the
They definitely
punishment?
on that.
What's the punishment for missing?
It's a new one now.
We're pretty good about it.
We pretty good now, but
We usually like after practice like we do like push-ups and like do like suicides.
But
like
we do them together though,
gases.
not
But we
individual.
it no matter what. Like if I got in trouble, the whole receiver unit is punished. Like so like we used to be in a group chat, our private group chat, and be like, man, make sure y'all go to class and things like that. Because if one person do something, we all
gotta pay for it.
Yeah, we all gotta pay for it.
Hold on, let me ask this then. So, and going back to our guys at Golden's Cast Iron, they do the workout equipment. What's the thing you absolutely hate? Like, this is like a real. If they making me do this, I'm like, bro, come on.
They used to make them push the boards up the hill
Like, what's
back
the-
in our day,
what's the
right?
thing that
what
y'all
they
like?
doing
Man,
now?
them up
up down hurt.
Rolling.
Before and during the workout is bad.
Yeah.
Like up downs before the workout?
Yeah, so
Workout
like
before
how
the
Coach-
workout?
how-
Oh, you
how
got it.
Coach Dom is, you know, if people late and stuff. So how you do it? We got like 4 different like type of like stations. Like we gonna have a stretching period. We gonna have the blood flow. You know, do like the high knees and stuff, and like do our little stations. Then get to the real action. But like if the person's still not there, so we'll stretch up down, do our little blood flow stuff, up down. Then he's still not there for the station. After the station, up down again. Then before we do the conditioning, we gonna do up down. So we probably do like 75 up downs before we even get to the real action.
Dang, bro.
All right, fellas, it's a new coach, right? Everybody sitting here was here for the last coach. Let's talk about how things are different for you guys under Coach Hugh Freeze. I mean, just simply put, are things better? Are things better now?
No doubt.
Yeah.
Way better.
What's the best change that you guys have had under Coach Hugh Freeze?
The offense. The offense for sure. More airy, more flexible. And I say like it give us all a chance to change the receiver room around because the narrative right now is bad and you got people talking, but we always say note to self to anything. So I guess
Coy, what's
I feel like how it is now, you could just be yourself like how you was in high school. Like it's loose. You can have fun. none of the coaching staff not too hard up. Like, you know, we go get our work in, but we'll make sure it's fun too. Like, just the little stuff that, you know, Coach Freeze do, like the spice practice up. Like, he'll out of nowhere and be like, one-on-one showdown, everybody watching.
Okay.
Like he just do little things like that.
It's
Like,
hard.
just
Okay.
randomly, like.
So
you know.
this was a thing
Yeah.
that, like, under Gus that we used to talk about, where they did not do one-on-ones. So you talking about one-on-ones with the DBs?
Yeah,
Oh,
like
yeah.
the whole
Yeah, it was
D-line,
like-
O-line, everybody be watching. Like,
Yeah, it's like one time, I guess I had a good day during spring, and it's like, who gonna stop 4? And then me and then DJ hopped right up. And
Okay.
me and DJ went at it, so that's how it went.
Who won?
Damn, it was an overthrown ball. We did it.
Okay.
Nothing to it.
But hold on. So we talked to you last year before the season started, Coy, and you said that the feeling for you around like the talent in the room and all that, it felt a little bit like your high school initially, but in retrospect, when you think back about like comparing that to now, is this more of that feeling that you had when y'all went on that championship run in high school, as far as like what the locker room was like, what the like, is the environment more of what you know as a championship environment?
yeah, I feel like that, and the players, like Elijah, like I feel like no matter what, if you know play or not, I feel like by him just coming in the room, like from Vanderbilt, he's a good dude. You know what I mean? We got a lot of dudes that transferred in and that want to win.
Yeah.
So a lot of us talk to each other, construct each other, like even doing like conditioning tests and stuff like that. Like we coach each other up.
Okay.
Like our coaches don't have to coach us up because we know what the standard got to be. Like we making our own standard. Like we never had no blueprint to do it, so we just making it. We trying to find a way to make it. That's the blueprint. That's the standard of what we trying to win.
It's interesting that you mentioned Elijah because he just got selected to
to
go to media day.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So that's interesting to hear that he transferred in and has already kind of established himself.
Yeah.
Right.
But you would never really picture like he from Vanderbilt and he a good leader. Like he's a good leader. Like,
Yeah, for real.
Like he'll get you right. Like if you actually like just him, he more of a faithful guy. Ooh, woo.
That was like a that was like a bird.
Yeah, that was a moth.
So
That broke my train of thought. I'm sorry.
Oh my God, bro.
all right. So you're the guy who transferred in from here. So like you already know. We haven't talked to you since that game,
Yeah.
but LSU game last year,
Yeah.
transferring in. We're gonna get back to the Hugh Freeze talk, but I want to, because we're talking about Elijah. So he's gonna have to go against his old squad when y'all travel to Vandy, right? So you're gonna have to go against your guys when you. This gonna be your first time going to LSU since you left there.
Yeah.
What is it like going against? Because you know what you thought it was gonna be like when you got out there. What was it actually like to go against your old guys against LSU, and what do you feel like is gonna be different when you got to go in Death Valley and play?
The recent game, I mean, I felt like it's how it's gonna be. You know, like talk. You know, people on the sidelines just.
And let's be clear, from the stats,
You
y'all
outplayed
played
Kayshawn.
I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't look into all that, but I mean, another fact is
I look into it.
I had more yards than the receiver room.
factual.
If you look at that,
That's a fact.
But we could talk about that another day. But just like going into it, I'm actually did a full program. I didn't get a chance to do a full program last year.
Yeah.
And then we got a way more explosive offense. A lot of creativity with this offense that we got. It's just to explore like everybody talents of being a receiver.
Do y'all know Auburn has not had a 1,000-yard receiver since 1999?
So I've heard.
Ronnie Daniels.
Yeah. Ronnie Daniels,
right? Coach Freeze has had an 800-yard receiver damn near every year he's been a head coach.
Yeah.
Right? Now, Coy, last time we talked to you, you felt like you guys had 1,000-yard talent in the room.
Yeah.
But there wasn't 1,000 yards worth of opportunities for anybody to get there.
We got a 1,000-yard
And
offense.
Camden, you just mentioned the offense. You guys feel like this offense is going to air it out a lot more?
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah,
It's-
definitely.
Yeah.
You got I feel like it's gonna be more of an area offense because we got an athletic director that came from Mississippi State. That's air raid.
Right.
Yeah.
We got another. We got a head coach that's from Liberty. That's air raid.
Yeah.
Our
Then
OC,
you got OC.
that
That's
was
air
Robert
raid,
Griffin.
bro.
RG3,
right? Yeah,
yeah.
RG3.
600 yards a game.
No doubt about it.
Yeah,
that they
Corey
not
Coleman
gonna
and all
throw the
them
ball.
dudes.
It's gonna be a show.
So y'all
for
were
sure.
excited about this hire then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
from
for sure.
From a position group standpoint.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a great offense. I'm
But
pretty much.
You're familiar with the offense from like at least the rudiments of it.
Yeah, I ran this offense in high school, so. But I was at outside, so I mean, my perspective from the slide is a little different now. But the offense is definitely wide open. It gives guys a lot of opportunity to create plays for themselves, especially if you can win one-on-one matchups. So I feel like we got the 1,000-yard players, we got the 1,000-yard offense. So now it's just time to make it happen.
Yeah,
For sure.
listen, the opportunities is going to be something I think that most Auburn fans are not used to.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They're not used to seeing Auburn throw the ball.
Yeah,
And if you go back and you ask Lack and those guys, they'll tell you, I mean, they were the clear stars of those kind of Auburn offenses. Like generally they've been good when they've run the ball a lot.
Yeah.
Now y'all got Jarquez and Damari coming back, and the kid from Florida, Brian Batty.
Batty.
Yeah, like he's coming in, but you're going to be taking reps from them essentially on the field in this new offense. Like, how balanced do you think it's going to be? 50-50, 60-40?
I don't know, cause
Yeah, I don't
all,
know.
them all great running backs.
I think it's gonna be like 60-40 though, cause we run a lot of RPOs.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like, we probably throw the ball more, but like,
I
just
hope
because
so.
I know from the start of the game they go Jarquez, all our
they
running backs,
gonna
we got
stack
good
the
running
box.
backs. They go stack the box. They go want to see the air raid that we got. So,
Once we
Y'all
hot
know
though, we hot.
Sorry,
So
yeah, I'm telling you.
Yeah. Was the playbook complicated?
no,
No?
it's very easy
Oh,
for me.
no,
I
yeah.
speak
It's
for
muscle
myself.
memory.
You had already.
Yeah, so I speak for myself. It was easy
Nah,
for
it's,
me to pick
it's
it up.
easy because like at St. Thomas, like we did all that, and I say it's muscle memory in me now. Like I already know how it's operated now.
Okay.
So like we was doing signals and stuff today, and I catching on like, oh, I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it was just like muscle memory. So it was real good.
Talk about offense though. Last year's offense.
It was kind of all over the place.
Yeah, getting that down was insane.
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah.
it
The
was-
huddle, the huddle, it,
Yeah, that
was,
was
it was loud at
different.
Georgia. Like, I had to get it down a little bit more, but I was like, yeah.
So the offense slowed you guys down because you had
Yeah.
to maybe think through it a little
yeah,
bit too much?
yeah, because I ain't gonna lie, last year I didn't like how I was playing because I was playing more slow than
Yeah.
usual. Like I couldn't even play like myself because it wasn't a fast tempo because I was used to fast tempo getting
Okay.
on the ball, and sometimes it was just like, what is this like? Let me hear him think of, like you gotta actually like read.
Yeah,
it, like,
think
Yeah,
about
you
it.
gotta actually
now
like
it's signals
process.
throwing at you.
Cause
and it's
sometimes we didn't even, some of the plays that we had, we didn't even rep. Seriously, like
Yeah.
we might rep it once or twice.
But you
But,
gotta
like,
think.
So that was like kind of the difficult part of it too, that we didn't really rep that much of the plays that we ran. So that's why sometimes we had MAs and things like that, especially for the receiver standpoint.
yeah,
It was definitely hard for us. It was definitely hard for our coach as well. It was brand new to him too. You know what I mean? Like Coach Ike came from West Coast offense.
Yeah.
He was fighting to try to figure out the offense as well, just like us. So we was all in it together.
So what's it been like with Coach Davis as far as because as far as I know, is the offense that you all are installing right there, is that familiar with him already? Like, has he had a learning curve and all
Yeah.
that?
Yeah,
He
for sure.
He be on it.
Yeah, I know from
He be on
when he was at his old school, they threw the ball a lot. It was air raid with Coach Clay.
It was.
I mean, he had about 4-5 receivers with over 500
Yeah.
that at that school.
I think what else makes it easier is that we're able to ask each other questions.
Yeah.
For an example, when I got here, I enrolled early, so when I was learning the other offense, I couldn't really ask. I didn't feel like I could ask anybody for help
Because they
on what to learn. Just the bond and the communication and relationships weren't there. But I feel like now we got closer as a group. So when we're on the field and one of us don't know what's going on, we always preach and stress communication. So I think that's a big difference in helping us learn the offense together.
What I hear you guys saying is this offseason, leadership is up, right? sounds like morale is up.
Yeah.
Because you're saying it's fun now. Like,
Yeah.
we actually can be ourselves in this new team dynamic,
Right.
and we weren't able to do that before. And hopefully, I if you put those two things together, how did the morale lead to the results on the field, right? Like when morale is down, how does that affect you guys in the game? And how do you think it's going to be different with morale up in game?
You got it.
So I say, with a lot of stuff we done have been through already, I feel like it's gonna be adjusting the doubt like this. So I feel like it's gonna be great because most people in the room already faced a lot of adversity. So I feel like adversity is something that you go through every day in your life. And I say that's just how it is, and we just gonna come together. Like even in the team runs, it get hard sometimes, but we got to get to talking, and we just be like, okay. I'd be like, come on, Dot, let's do it, Dot.
all right.
We gotta, you feel me? We gotta do it for our why, and that's just how it is. For sure.
Are the other position groups making the same? Do you guys feel like they're making the same
Yes.
jump that you guys are
Right.
on morale?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that because they see how like we get down. Like Coach Davis came in the room and he didn't want no hands on the hips, and we gotta make sure no hands on the hips. And then we started from the make sure as a group that we was good, not putting our hands on our hips before we told like the running backs or the linebacks or the corners, because we wanted to make sure as a group that we was fine before we started talking and say what they should do. So like we setting the standard that doing team run that nobody can put their hands on the hips straight up. No matter how tall you is, like lean on the brother if you got to.
And
Lean on the brother.
Yeah, that's the whole purpose.
That's a good
of
message.
not putting your hands on
Purpose
your hips, not putting your hands on your head, anything. So you can lean on your brother, so you can know that your brother got you. Like, and this is how it is. That's the whole point of that. Just knowing who got your back at the end of the day when times getting hard, for sure.
I want to know from you all. I'm not going to judge by what, because y'all chilling today. Y'all chilling today. I want to know who has the best swag out of all of y'all. Like, okay,
We got on
I follow Coin on Instagram.
Wait, we got on Auburn gear right now. And you see who I got?
He's the only one that wears anything.
I was like everybody else is kind of. I was like, is Coy more a pretty boy? You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I'm not gonna say that. I just my mom just always made sure I was like I had to look good. Like I don't play like a pretty boy for real.
Pretty.
But yeah,
so
I just
call you soft.
I guess I don't really like try. I just put stuff on for real. I guess it just
Are you
running my blood.
Are you into that? Are you into fashion? Like
in a way.
Yeah.
In a way.
Fool y'all.
I'm more like gaming than fashion. You know what I mean? Like I just.
If y'all
I
say
like
let's
this
go
stuff.
out.
who taking the longest?
Yeah, right. Yeah, he's like, it's like, man, it's been 30 minutes.
I don't take
It take me 0.2 seconds to put an outfit on.
In Miami, how you was?
I ain't taking long.
Man, he had it all. I can't keep up.
All right, so I know you, brother, just one brother.
Yeah, one brother.
No brother. You don't.
Sister, 14, so she's 4 years younger than me.
Your sister plays what?
Track. She runs track now and volleyball. So
Your sister look just like you, bro.
yeah, that's what they say. They say my sister is
I'll see the
identical.
picture. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a little sister. She taller than J. Phil. She taller than J. Phil.
Yeah, I'm not that tall. So.
And siblings?
I have a brother and two sisters.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you, I think I heard you talking earlier. This is your sister.
This
on
is-
here.
Yeah. Tell us
Yeah.
about this.
This is me right here, and this is my little sister right here. She passed away when she was 15.
Oh,
She was disabled.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that motivation for you?
Oh, very much so.
Yeah.
Yeah, even when I'm tired during team runs, anything, I got Dot right here. He'd be like, "Come on, we gotta do this for little sis." You feel me? And that's just how we all come together for real. And then this is big motivation. Like I feel like I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for her, cause I say a lot of blessings came my way when she passed away, and like I started coming close with God as well, and just start trusting for real.
What about you guys, man? Like, what's your motivation? What's your non-football motivation for getting up and doing the things that suck every single day?
I think I would say for mine, it's just I've been told, ever since I was growing up, like, I wouldn't really like, why do I do football, or the odds of me making it aren't very high. I just like proving people wrong, for the most part. A lot of my friends' blessings came earlier than mine, which was cool. I was cool with that, but seeing a lifestyle that I've always wanted to live just motivates me a lot. And being able to set up my family for success in the future. So a lot of what I do is for future references, for people that's bigger than just myself.
That's right.
So I take that into consideration every time times get hard or I don't feel like doing something. I just look at the bigger picture that's bigger than myself. So.
Oh man, yeah. I'll tell you what. My dad used to tell me, the mark you make as a man is how people around you thrive from your success.
Right.
Right. The people around you benefit. So I think that's I think it's powerful to talk about, doing it for others.
Mm-hmm.
I do it for others. Coy, last time we talked to you, after we got off, I was like, this is the most confident dude I've ever talked to. Yeah. Literally. So, like, what about you, man? Where do you draw that confidence from?
I just draw that confidence because I always got doubted.
Thanks.
My whole life, for real. So, like, my brother always just told me, just act like you've been here before. So I just act like I've been here before, like, just grinding. I know I work, I'm one of the hardest workers in the world. That's how I feel like, in my opinion. So I get to talk like how I want to talk, for real. Like, but like just my why, the whole purpose of the way I act for real is like I bring back with my brother. Like he could have went to college and played D1 for Houston, but like he was like, nah, we don't, my mom just gonna be watching me, so he didn't know what I was gonna do. So he just wanted to better me. And just to say a man at 15 years old, 16, 17 years old, working at Winn-Dixie, he was buying my cleats. My mom didn't want me to play football. And in all honesty, she said it was too violent. So I used to sneak and play football.
Oh, wow.
So my brother working at Winn-Dixie, probably barely getting $10. Every paycheck he had, he bought me gloves, cleats. I was, most good-looking dude on the field, helped him, backed it up and whatever. But that's really my why, because he poured his whole life, his whole teenage life, his whole adulthood life, and still to this day into me. So
he bet on you.
Yeah, I want to like pay him back in a way, in life. You know what I mean?
Well, listen, you talked about people doubting you, right? Listen, I think this season there's gonna be no lack of doubt about what y'all are gonna do on the field.
I hope
this
not.
year, for sure, right?
Yeah, I hope not.
Man, I wish I could pull it up to that woman on Twitter talking about.
Yes. Oh, well, listen, we interviewed her,
Patience.
right?
We interviewed her after the thing.
Have some.
I got a
patience.
screenshot. Don't worry.
I got a
Heather did
screenshot.
it.
I was looking at it today.
I got a screenshot.
Yeah. You quote tweeted her and was like, bet, or something short
I got
and
a
sweet.
screenshot.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
And-
I quoted it too. I said, note to self.
Yeah, we interviewed her after that tweet, right?
Yeah.
It's hard. I think it's hard. It's hard, right, when people don't see what you see, right? In what you got. You guys know the work you're putting in.
Oh yeah.
Everybody else don't see the work that's being put in. So
Yeah.
how, like, what's that going to be like on the field though? This fall, should fans get their hopes up for what you guys are going to do?
No.
No, I want them to
I
get
still
their
feel like
hopes up.
I'm doubted.
Yeah.
Me personally, that's just how I feel. I don't really post a lot about what I do, so I just feel like I'm kind of a dark horse. So
Well, listen, I'll tell you what. I got a side bet.
I was about to say, yeah.
I got a side bet on Jay. I had somebody bet me that Jay wouldn't have 10 receptions this year.
that's
Oh, that's
ridiculous.
easy.
I took the bet
that's-
immediately,
Yeah.
right?
That's
And
actually insane.
if he loses, he got to come on live stream with a T-shirt with your stats on it.
That's not.
I need 10 catches. Right?
You can get that in 4 games, 2
easy.
games.
I was like, we gonna be a quarter through the season. He gonna smash that. Bro.
Yeah.
Nothing.
You gonna be a money man.
Yeah.
Ain't no doubt about it. Ain't no doubt about it, man. Come
All
on,
right,
man.
so you're getting ready for
Probably
the game.
last year off it.
Yeah, man. Like
You're
the
getting ready
same.
for the game. All this doubt back in your mind. What's playing in the headphones to get you ready?
Yeah.
Get your mind right.
So what I do, like night before the game, I be in the hotel. I go to sleep by 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and then like I put on my Beats or whatever, Beats by Tank.
All right.
Yeah.
Tank.
And like I listen to Eric Thompson, and I just fall asleep.
Oh.
And then when I wake up, I just get ready for the next day. Then the next day during the Tiger Walk, I just blast LCG Heen. And like, he just gave me motivation through the whole Tiger Walk on full blast. I don't like hearing all that noise. And I just look down the whole time. Be too much people.
What about you, Coy?
Why you do that?
I don't. To be honest, I really don't know. I don't really got no. I just put it on shuffle for real.
Is
got
no
me a little
particular
game
like
book.
vibe though? Like you just all over the place. You listen to like.
I mean, when I'm on a bus, I listen to like some calm music or whatever. Like I can't even like some old school like Chris Brown or something like that. Just to relax me.
Lover boy, man.
Old school, and then
I said Chris Brown.
Like Chris Brown
is old school.
old school to me.
I need to adjust my driver's license.
man.
We're old.
Yeah.
We're
Drake,
officially old.
like old Drake and stuff like that. And then when I get on
knew
the
when you
field,
said old school, you
Drake,
was gonna
bro.
say something that was young to me,
Yeah.
and I was like, I feel this coming.
No, bro.
No.
That's not the way.
and then when I get on the field, that's when the young boy come on.
Okay,
you know?
yeah.
That's when
Listen, I was told y'all are into young boy.
I respect.
Right. They said
I'm
no
a
young.
little baby fan. Through
You a
the thick and
Gunna fan
thin.
too?
Look, if
You
the
know
song
about
hard,
that
I'm gonna play
bad butter.
it. If the song hard, I'm gonna play it. But I can't stand Young Boy. Me personally,
Okay.
the whole team loves Young Boy, and I despise him.
Okay.
So they blasting young boy in the locker room, and you are like,
And I turned it
completely.
off. I turned it off last
you
week. They
lying,
played Young
bro.
Boy, and I turned it
You
off.
need a
so
whooping, bro.
I
no way.
can't listen to that foolishness.
How you don't like him?
He just. I have nothing against him. Just music.
I want to close out talking a little bit about. I mean, you guys are you're from Louisiana, right? Your folks are in Texas.
Yep.
Right.
He's from Louisiana, Florida.
Right.
South
yeah.
Carolina.
No, I'm from
Coy says he's from Florida.
I like that.
I'm from Monroe, Louisiana.
Yeah.
South
Right.
Carolina.
The boy has. I mean, Jay, this is your second year here at Auburn, right?
Going into our second
Yeah,
year.
second year, everybody.
Yeah, second year. Everybody's second year at Auburn. What has the transition been like for you guys culturally from where you're from to being here in Auburn,
Alabama.
Alabama?
Auburn, Alabama is way different than
It's
Dallas.
different.
Oh, for sure.
Way different
Way
than
different.
Louisiana. Way different than Louisiana, Florida.
Can y'all find stuff to do here?
You want me to go? Okay.
Yeah.
So in Louisiana, it's not too much to do, for real. In Louisiana.
Where he
But
from in
Florida-
Louisiana, it's like, man,
Yeah,
please.
yeah.
Nah,
You
but
got
You
he 4
down there
hours
by,
out, man.
You by Baton Rouge, right? Like, Renner's
I'm an
close.
hour away from that. I'm in New Orleans.
Okay.
Oh, New Orleans.
Oh, and we
Florida,
know
I
there's
be
stuff to do in
like-
NO. Yeah.
But Florida, when I be down here, I be like, man, where the palm trees at? Where the beaches at? And that's where I
Better than
be.
in Auburn, bro.
Yeah, and then it just,
You might go to a nice lake.
Yeah, 0 beaches.
Yeah,
Lake
no
Martin. You go out to
beaches.
Lake Martin.
Yeah.
no palm trees. It's just like it's desert around here.
Wait, does Coach have a place out on Lake Martin?
I think he just got
He
one.
just got one.
Okay,
just
because
got
I
one.
feel like that's where y'all should be at
Nah,
if
he
you
just
want
got
something
one.
close to the beach.
Yeah.
He just got
Every coach has had a place out on Lake Martin, right? Ask Bruce Pearl if he can borrow the pad. I know he got one out there.
his rooftop or something wrong with it.
Okay, all right. We'll be sure to ask
Yeah,
him
he
about
doing
it.
construction on it or something.
But
That's
so
something
you're saying it's nothing to do here, nothing to do back, like, so you just like bored.
Nah, it's just it don't get you in trouble. That's
Yeah, is that a good thing?
That's a
Oh,
great
yeah.
thing.
That's a
It
great.
don't, it don't
That's a great
keep
way to
you-
look at it.
It don't keep you doing the wrong thing. So I feel like I love Auburn because of that.
I ain't gonna lie though. By me being roommates with DK though, I ain't know it had stuff to do here until I'm roommates with DK. He'd be like, I'm going to such and such, I'm going to such and I'm like, it got that out there? Like
Really? Donovan
like-
Kaufman.
Like I'm talking about me and DK went on a jog just in the woods. So like it got a little trail. I don't even know what it's called, but it just nice. Like you see nice houses and just things like that. Like DK he figure out stuff to do.
Okay,
Hey,
all
weird,
right.
bro.
Yeah, he from New Orleans, but like he a different New Orleans type of cat. Like,
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Now, Jay, you again before we started recording, you told me you felt like it was a good thing, right?
Yeah,
that
I see
you
it
stay
as a good
focused
thing.
on the things that you need to stay focused
Yeah.
on.
Definitely, it's a lot to do in Dallas. But then you come to Auburn, there's not too much. It's kind of Well, when you get here, it's a couple of things to do, but then after a while, it gets repetitive. So it's just the same thing over and over. But I feel like if you use that to your advantage, and it'll help you stay focused and lock in. So
Do y'all ever go up to Atlanta?
no.
They breaking too many calls up them.
Okay.
I'd drive to Atlanta and probably have to walk back. Knowing how they.
Oh, wow.
And then Fresh baby, in that mobile, man.
Hey, yeah, listen, yeah, that, wouldn't drive that to Atlanta.
Yeah, it almost happened in Dallas when I was with Coy.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Funny thing about it, I kind of spoke it to existence because, you know, I'm from New Orleans. And, you know, they usually do stuff like that. I'm like, they break calls around here? He's like, nah. We go drive to the mall. We just in there for 20 minutes. And somebody bust his window. I'm like,
No way.
crazy.
Yeah, they tried to steal it.
Really?
Yeah.
It was a whole thing.
Last question about, I told you I was going to ask y'all these golden questions. So, we eat a little something. What's y'all favorite thing to put on the grill? Y'all like eating food off the grill? Like
Burgers.
what's your favorite? So you're a burger
I'm a
guy?
burger guy.
No, we got some new.
Sausage on the bun.
Sausage, okay.
Sausage on the bun.
Yeah. What you said?
Like ribs.
Oh,
I like,
hold on, wait a minute. Like ribs, beef ribs, though.
yeah.
You don't eat pork, right?
No, I don't eat pork.
Okay, I didn't think so. All right, pork, for beef ribs. Good for that. All right, that's what's up.
Yeah, I'll tell you, I have cooked all those things on a Golden's cast iron grill already. See, there's that thing, that murder bug. It's back. You're stupid. I keep it straight face. I've cooked all those things on Golden Cast Iron Grill. For Father's Day, we bought everything in the store and put it on there. The beef ribs came out the best.
Yeah.
They definitely came out the best. Well, fellas, I want to thank you guys for joining us tonight, man, to chat a little bit about, you know, what's going on with you, about your lives, and, you know, what's like, you know, good luck this season.
Appreciate
you guys
it.
got camp coming, right? So it's
Yes,
a lot,
sir.
it's a lot
It's
more
that
hard work coming.
Yep, we're ready for it.
Yeah, I'm ready for camp.
Yes,
It's
sir.
Time to
to
get
camp.
active.
Yeah.
All right. Well, listen, go out there and do what you got to do, man.
Yes, sir.
We'll be here watching every second of it, and hopefully we'll have you guys back after the season
Yes,
to
sir.
talk about all the successes from the season.
Yep.
All right, cool.
Well, that's it for our first Fireside Chat with Coy Moore, Jay Fair, and Camden Brown, wide receivers we hope to see killing on the field this year. Join us again for our next segment. We're not going to tell you which one it is just yet, but we will have some other players joining us to do another Fireside Chat. We appreciate that. We appreciate Golden's Cast Iron for sponsoring this. They're going to be sponsoring a lot more, so visit goldenscastiron.com. Get your cast iron grill, get your kettlebells. They got everything over there made out of
And you
steel.
forgot. Get your weight up.
Get your
your
weight
weight
up.
up.
Hey, get your weight up. He reminded me of our own slogan. Right. But we're signing off, and as always, War Eagle.
War Eagle.